Hi everyone, my name is Rachel Hinrichs and I'm the Liaison Librarian to the School of Public Health. I'm specialized in public health information and have a background in nutrition science. Some of you may not have worked with a librarian before, but we are essentially free research help. One of my favorite sayings is work smart, not hard. If you spend more than 20 minutes looking for a resource, such as an article, contact me. Librarians spend a lot of time in the databases and can find what you need quickly. You're going to be very busy as graduate students, so make sure you spend your time wisely and use the resources available to you. Here's what we're going to go over for this orientation. Most involves how to find and access public health resources through the library website and the Public Health Research Guide. So there are 5 libraries on IUPUI's campus. The University Library is the main library, but we also have 4 professional libraries, including the medical library. You are welcome to study in and check out resources from any of the libraries on campus. So you won't be kicked out of the dentistry library, for example, if you're not a dentistry student. Also, electronic access to resources is the same across all the libraries. So if you access a database through the University Library's homepage, that is the same access as that you would get from going through the medical library's homepage. In the University Library, we have more than 200 computers for students to use with printing access. The 3rd floor is the quiet floor for solo study. The 4th floor is for group collaborative work. We also have group study rooms of varying sizes for reserve. There's also a virtual and augmented reality lab and a 3D printing studio available for students. If you need help with writing, the University Writing Center is located in the library and does one-on-one appointments. This is the homepage of the University Library. The URL is here at the bottom. You could also just Google IUPUI University Library and it should be the first one to come up. I recommend bookmarking this page. If you need help, you can use this Ask Us button to talk to a librarian. We have a chat service that runs Monday through Friday, 10 to 6 p.m. That's good for just general research questions or reference questions like how can I access this article. If you need more specialized help with public health research, there will also be a link here where you can make an appointment with me. The default search box is called OneSearch. This is a discovery layer that searches across all the library databases and the catalog. It's really a very broad search that covers every discipline on campus. Right now, it's really designed more for undergraduates who we are transitioning away from just using Google for research. As graduate students, you should really be using more of the public health and medicine-specific databases, which I'll show you in a bit. So at this point, for you all, I wouldn't bother using OneSearch. You can toggle back and forth on the website between OneSearch and IUCAT. So if you click on IUCAT, you'll be able to search just books across all Indiana University campuses. If you find another book from another campus, say Bloomington, you'll also be able to request that that book gets sent to our campus for pickup. When searching IUCAT, you may notice that some of the newer books, 2018 on, have this Get This for IUPUI button. This is part of our new Books on Demand program. If you are interested in one of these books, you can request that we purchase either a print or electronic version. The book will then be bought and put on hold for you. This is an effort to give students more choice in the books we purchase, and more books will be available in the catalog for you to select from. At this point, while you are here, you will likely run into a paywall at some point for an article that you want, or you may find that you need a book that's not available in IUCAT. Do not purchase articles or books. We can get you these for free through interlibrary loan. In fact, this is part of what your tuition pays for. The one exception to this is textbooks. Technically, we cannot purchase textbooks for everyone as per agreements with publishers. That being said, some textbooks may be available through IUCAT, so I would always check there first, and we could try to get you a copy through interlibrary loan. That isn't a for sure thing, but we will do our best. Otherwise, if it's just an article or book that you need for your research, that is fair game, and we will get you those resources for free. Because I think using interlibrary loan is really important, I'm going to give you a quick demo on how to access it here. So if you're on the University Library homepage and you click interlibrary loan, you'll need to first log in using your regular IUPUI username and passphrase. I'll do that here. Okay, so if you look over here under new request, you're able to request articles, books, book chapters, conference papers, theses, and so on. So all you'll need to do, let's say you want a book, if you click the new request form, you'll just fill out the information about the book. We don't even need all this information, just the stuff with asterisks. You'll submit the request, and then the book will be delivered to the library of your choice, university library or medical library most likely, for you to go pick up. For articles, there's a couple of different forms that you can use. If you use the simple article request form, you'll be able to just copy paste the title of the book or possibly the citation or DOI, and it'll try to locate an open access version of that article for you. If it does not find an article, you can still use the advanced article request form, fill out the citation information about the article, submit your request, and we'll send you a PDF of that article to your email within a day. Okay, so back to the library homepage. So I mentioned don't use OneSearch, you should use public health databases. There are several different ways you can get to these databases. Real straightforward one is just to click this button here that says databases. This will take you to a list of all the databases that we have on campus. You can, once you're at this list, it's called the A to Z database list, you can filter using the subjects drop down here just to public health and health administration databases. Another way to access databases, as well as public health data sources, citation information, tutorials, and other public health resources, is to go to the Public Health Research Guide. One way to get there is just to click on the Guides button on the homepage. If you click on that button, you'll get to this big list of all of our subject guides. If you open up the Public Health Guide box here, you'll see links to 4 different public health guides. The main one is the one with the star here, just the Public Health and Health Administration Guide, but I also have a few specialized guides for health statistics, global health, and opioid addiction and treatment. The link to the main guide is also this URL. Another, perhaps even easier way to get to the library research guide is through your Canvas classes. So Canvas is the course management system. So whenever you're in a public health Canvas class, you should look for the Library Research Guide tab. If you click on that, the research guide is embedded directly into Canvas. I'll show you a few things on the research guide. It's designed to quickly get you where you need to go based on resources you need, such as I need to find articles, books, evidence-based public health resources, or questions you may have. So I need help with finding full text, citing an APA, searching literature, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and click on I need to find articles, since that's most of what you'll be doing. So these are all links out to article databases, another way to get to the article databases. I have them grouped first by database best bets. So this is the most used databases by public health students. So for example, PubMed is the biggest biomedical database. You may even have used that one before. There's also ProQuest Public Health, which is one of the only core public health databases out there. Otherwise, I have it grouped by different concentrations like health services and administration type databases, more biomedical databases that would also have more epidemiology information, social behavioral databases, and environmental health. Public health tends to be very interdisciplinary, so most likely you're going to need to access multiple databases in order to get all of the research that you need. So going back to the homepage, one question that I get a lot is, getting off-campus access to resources. So, and that link took you directly to a box about how to access resources off campus. Most library resources are IP restricted, meaning that if you are on campus using IU Secure Wireless, you can connect to any resource. But if you're off campus, you won't be able to do that unless you do one of two things. So one is to always access databases and articles and IUCAT through the library's webpage. So if you click on a link to a database off campus, it's going to ask you to authenticate using your IUPUI login. Once you log in, you'll have access just like you're on campus until you close out your browser window, and then you would have to re-authenticate. If you don't want to keep re-authenticating every single time you close out your browser, the other way to do it is to set up a VPN link. So our VPN on campus is called Pulse Secure. You can download Pulse Secure through IUware. Make sure you carefully read through this KB document, which has all the information on how to configure the VPN. But the real benefit to using the VPN is once you log in, you don't have to keep re-authenticating. You'll have access to everything just like you were on campus. And lastly, if you're using a mobile device, instead of the VPN, you'll need to use the Citrix receiver link. And that link to that is there as well. All right, go back to the homepage. One last thing that I want to show you that I think will be really helpful is the citation management tools. So I wish I had known about these tools in undergrad because they would have saved me a whole lot of time. So what all three of these tools do is keep track of your references that you want to use in a paper. And then when you're actually writing your paper in Word, you'll be able to insert a citation in whatever format you want, such as APA. It'll all be perfectly formatted. You won't have to worry about italics and semicolons and commas and all that kind of stuff. So it really saves you a lot of time. I highly recommend it. We support 3 of them here: EndNote, Mendeley, and Zotero. I do have a chart here that compares these 3 citation managers. Generally, I recommend Mendeley or Zotero. They're easier to use than EndNote, and they're also free. EndNote has a lot more functionality, but it will cost money after you graduate and just has a higher learning curve. But whatever one you choose, there is a guide available to walk you through how to get it set up and how to use it, and also download links. I'm also available to help you set these up if you need additional help. And last but not least, on my any of the guides that I have, my contact information is always on the left-hand side. You can email me. I do have an appointment scheduler that's linked to my calendar, so you can select a time that works for you. It'll go right on my calendar. And I will do in-person or virtual meetings, whatever works best for you. Okay, so that was a lot of information to remember, but if you can only remember a few things, here's what I'd recommend. So 1, don't buy articles or books with the exception of your textbooks. We can get these for you for free. 2, use a citation manager. It will save you a lot of time. In fact, I recommend getting it set up before you start your classes. 3, if you're off campus, make sure to always access databases through the library website or set up the VPN. And 4, contact me if you need any help with your research assignments or using library resources. Thank you.